Welcome, guys. Today we are going to see lesson 4, and we're talking about rivers, desert, and coastline of England. So, in this part, we can see classification of river according to the region. For example, we have Southeast England, we have River Thames, and Medway. In Southwest England, we have River Severn and Avon. In the east of England, we have River Great Ouse and River Cam. In the Midlands, we have River Trent and River Avon, but the part of Warwickshire. Next region, we have Northwest England. Then we have here River Mersey and River Dee. In the Northeast East England, we have River Tyne and River Wear. And this in Yorkshire and Humber, we have River Humber, of course, and River Aire. The next one is a classification, but according to the importance, right? The previous one was according to the regions. So, main rivers in England. River Thames is the longest river in England, flowing through London and the southern part of the country. River Severn is the long river in the United Kingdom, running through Wales and England and flowing into the Bristol Channel. Then we have River Mersey, flow through the northwest, through Liverpool and Manchester, and empties into the Irish Sea. River Tyne runs through Newcastle and Gateshead, flowing into the North Sea. River Avon. Notice here there is was a multiple so there are multiple rivers Avon. First one we have the River Avon to Bristol, River Avon Warwickshire. Then we have the River Trent is one of the main rivers in the Midlands, flowing through cities like Nottingham and Stoke-on-Trent. Again, we have this word multiple. In this case, in River Ouse, because we have River Great Ouse, running through East Anglia and directly into the Wash. River Ouse in Yorkshire flows through Yorkshire, of course. River Humber flows through Hull and joins the North Sea. Then we have River Aire, runs through Leeds and Yorkshire, and River Dee marks the border between England and Wales. Very important this section. Now we are talking about the desert, but in this case, we know England does not have a traditional desert as is characterized by temperature, maritime climate, reliable mild temperatures, and moderate precipitation. So, in this case, the term desert typically refers to a region with low precipitation and specific geological feature. However, the areas in England, such as the Dungeness in Kent, that are sometimes colloquially referred as desert, due to the unique landscape and relatively low rainfall. Speaking about the Dungeness, we can say it's a shingle beach with sparse vegetation and has characteristics that resemble arid environments. It is important to note that the use of the desert or desert for such areas in England is more metaphorical and doesn't imply the same arid condition. These conditions found in traditional deserts like the Sahara or the American Saltwater. So technically is desert with a commas inside. Coastal desert Dungeness. The type is a coastal desert shingle desert It is located in Kent, Southeast England. Characteristic: Dungeness is a unique landscape characterized by shingle, gravel, deposit, low vegetation, and a semi-arid appearance. It is often referred to as a desert due to its arid-like conditions. Then we are talking about the coastlines. Again, we can refer the coastline into regions. We have the west coast, south coast, southeast coast, East England coast, East coast, Northeast coast, Northwest coast, Missouri, Korea Peninsula, Northwest coast, Island coast, Channel Island coast. And you can see the places where the coasts are. But it's important to know that the English coastline is intricate, with numerous smaller bays, streets, and headlands contributed its overall character. Each coastal region has its own unique features, landscape, and cultural significance. The main coastline contribute to England's diverse landscape. This offers a mix of geological features, ecosystem, and cultural heritage. Each coastline has its own appeal and significance, attracting both locals and tourists for various recreational cultural activities. And now, here are some of main coastlines in England. Remember, this part is according to the regions, and this part is according to the main importance. Number one, we have the North Sea coast, then the English Channel coast, Irish Sea coast, Celtic Sea coast, Atlantic Ocean coast, and Solway Fed coast. Of course, don't forget the Thames Story coast. Last, we have some interesting facts. In blue, we have interesting facts about rivers. Brown, we have interesting facts about the set of, especially Dungeness. And in green, we have interesting fact about costs. For example, the River Avon flows through several regions, including the Cotswold and Bristol, showcasing diverse landscape. Desert orchids, some headland areas like the forest, host unique flora, including rare orchids adapted to sunlit soils. Coastal conservation legislation. The Marine and Coastal Access Act 2009 guides conservation sustainable development along England's coastline. Now, I would like to show you some videos and you can enjoy the view, of course. But don't forget, after watching the video, to answer the question of the forum in lesson 4. In this case, we have 10 questions, so you can answer in pairs. There's no problem about it. And now, let's watch the video.
River Thames. The River Thames is a famous river. It runs in the south of England through the middle of London. London is the capital city of the UK. The River Thames has lots of bridges and locks. It is the longest river in England. It also has a special path which you can walk along. The River Thames starts as a small stream in a place called the Cotswolds. It flows all the way into the North Sea. It passes lots of exciting places like Windsor Castle, where the Queen lives.
Dungeness is an undisturbed stark piece of wilderness that continues to attract around 1 million tourists a year. And although it's been called a desert, officially the Met Office says it's not. The sale of the estate includes 450 acres of open shingle, 22 long-term residential leasehold properties, commercial fishing agreements, and an area of international conservation importance, albeit in close proximity to the nuclear power station.
A unique landscape in this country. It's the largest shingle landmass in Europe, second largest in the world, and it's a place people drive onto or come on the train and they're just not quite sure about it. It's a unique, I know the word is used a lot, but it is in this case, I feel, appropriate for Dungeness.
The land is well protected as a national nature reserve and is home to many rare and endangered insects, plants and wildlife. It attracts people from all over the world, but the landscape does get a mixed reaction from tourists.
Lots of people will tell you, oh, I'm not sure about Dungeness, and other people are desperate to move to Dungeness or come on holiday or visit it on a regular basis. So it's a place I would describe as Marmite. You either love it or you hate it.
Well, I've been once or twice before, once by rail, which is fascinating, and I think this area is quite unusual. I don't think you'll find it anywhere else in England.
It's not quite what I expected, but it looks really interesting. All these little sort of cottages, I suppose you'd call them, timber buildings that look fascinating, and the pebble beach and whatnot. So far, so good.
Over the years, a number of properties have been sold from the estate, including the lighthouses, railway and station. And the current decision to sell the Dungeness estate has raised concerns amongst some locals.
I am optimistic that it will remain as it is. That's what we want. We want it to remain the same because we don't want no more restrictions and nothing. We don't want anything imposed on us that changes the place at all.
The estate generates more than £130,000 a year from its commercial interests. It has been used as a location in various movies and music videos for bands such as the Lighthouse Family and the Prodigy.
Painters and fashion shoots, film crews come to Dungeness through the course of a year. People like coming down here in the winter when it's really hostile, gales are blowing, it's really windswept. You come in June, it's just a array of colour of where the flowers have emerged, from the Viper's bugloss to the sea kale to the yellowhorn poppies, and then it all dies away, gets very brown and crispy into the autumn. So you've got the seasons on what Dungeness would be classed as the nearest thing in this country to a desert.
Due to its unique landscape and position, it's sure to be one of the most interesting real estate opportunities this year.